Welcome to New Year's Eve. South of Revelstoke. I'm just out for a little bit of a walk. And here's where I'm going to take it today, next to the Columbia River. David Thompson, the famous explorer, paddled down that river. He's single-handedly responsible for mapping out a significantly high percentage of Canada, especially the west of Hudson Bay, and beautiful. I like that I can feel the earth and what's under my feet. I hand stitched these in 1981, and then in about 1993 I had crepe soles sewn on the bottom by a saddle maker. Tracks. Deer tracks. Going that way. This little inlet here has been crossed a couple of times, and up and away, up into the tree line. Here's something that made me stop and think. If you look closely here, you'll see a very old cedar stump, and the rocks are grown. The tree is grown around the rocks, and I just think that's really kind of cool. There's a wee little burrow under the bank there. I don't think anybody's been home for a long time. I am surrounded by an abundance of natural materials. Stop and stand. Stop, look, and listen, and more becomes apparent. Lots of materials here for fire making purposes. There's a stalk of mullein, or mullein, capable of being a spindle for hand drill. There's punky poplar here, the inner bark lining. Makes excellent ember and coal extending material for your fires. There's all manner of small branches that will snap, and if they snap and crack, generally the saying goes that if it cracks and snaps, it'll burn. There's leaves, there's grass, there's pine needles, there perhaps over here is some pine pitch, twigs, all kinds of things. There's some, you see the red vegetation, this red stalked vegetation back here. You can make withies to hang pots and bind things with out of that. In the winter, it's not the most desirable time for sure because the sap's not running, but these little red, these are suckers of poplar. They work. Here's some tracks of a fox. Going somewhere. Yet another wonderful resource. Birch bark. Some lichen on a tree just over here. There was this pine tree over here. There was some old man's beard. Mosses and lichen. It's just so soft. It's like sphagnum moss. Looks like almost like bars on a jail cell. This is a nice little spot. I'm going to stop here, have a little sit, and just relax and enjoy the sun. Well, here's one of those situations I did not plan for. I usually carry a Bic lighter with me so that I can light my cigarette. Didn't bring it today. Do, however, have a little sparky here, and there's a bit of birch bark over there, so I'm sure I'll be all right. There's a pretty bird just landed in the tree up here in the cluster of birches. I win. The longer I just sit, the more I slow down, the more I notice. Over by that birch tree, I see a type of a fungus that could be dried and used as a strop for a knife blade. Could be used to carry ember for fire making, and for all I know, it might even be medicinal. I've got some wonderful needles on the tree here that I can make tea with, a source of vitamin C. The trunk just over here right next to the camera has blisters of pitch. Let me just grab one. That's sticky and burns. If your hands, oh, that smells heavenly. Oh, I wish this was smell-o-vision. If you have cuts and sores on your hands, or anywhere on your body for that fact, this you can dress the cut and help keep it a little bit clean by applying this. Wow! And the bubbles on the trunk of this tree just carry on. There's lots of nature's gasoline here. If you get enough phlegm in the back of your throat and hit the right sort of pitch and shape with your mouth, and do kind of a raven call, and they're curious enough that if they're within hearing distance, quite often they'll come and investigate. Well, I think I'm going to make my way back to my vehicle. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for all the interest in my channel in 2014, and just want to take this opportunity to wish everyone health and happiness in the new year. That's all for today. Take care.
I want to send a special shout out to somebody that I heard from today via a comment in one of my videos, and that's my cousin over in Wales, Mark Williams. I was absolutely thrilled to hear from you, and I just want to extend greetings from Canada and all of us here to all of my relatives in Wales. Cheers.